Traveling in countries around the globe is usually a nice journey filled with adventures. Until you break some local rules, get deported from the country, get a big fine, get in jail. Apparently, it's much easier to get on Thailand's blacklist than you think. And in addition to that, you will get a huge fine that you will need to cover. Hi everyone, it's Artem, and I've been living in Thailand for more than 3 years already. In this video, I will tell you what it's like to live in Thailand as a foreigner. Thailand. The easiest way to get on the blacklist is, of course, violation of the visa rules. For example, overstaying your visa. Yes, I know and I understand. No one wants and no one likes to deal with visas. But here in Thailand, first, it's very straightforward. You can come without a visa and get stamp on arrival and enjoy 30, 60, sometimes 90 days in the country. So Thailand makes your life easier when it comes to visas. But what Thailand expects is that you will follow the rules, and if your visa says 60 days, you will not stay for 6 years. So if you overstay your visa, not a big deal, but it also depends on the amount of time you are overstaying. The Thai government expects you to pay the fine of around 500 Thai baht, $15-16 per every day of the overstay, and this amount can go up to 20,000 baht. It's around $600, but you can get banned from returning to Thailand, especially if you argue with the officials. So if you overstay for more than 90 days, you will get a ban for 1 year. If your overstay is more than 1 year, you will get a ban for 3 years. If you overstay 3 years, then your ban is 5 years. If you overstay for 5 years, you will get banned for 10 years. I read an article in our local newspaper. We do have a local newspaper in Phuket that some French guy overstayed more than 20 years and they somehow arrested him in a random bar, probably where he spent the whole of this 25 years or something. So some crazy stories, they do happen. So if you are not going that crazy, if it's like few days, that's okay. You just report to the customs, that's perfectly fine. But if you go crazy and stay for quite a while, you can get on the blacklist and be banned from returning to Thailand. If you want to stay longer than 1 or 2 months in Thailand, you might want to check this video where I explored visa options for long-term stays in Thailand. Next up is visa run. This is a very popular method to stay longer than just a one-time stamp in your passport on arrival. Let's imagine you enter the country, you get a stamp for 2 months, but you want to stay 4 months or 6 months. The proper way would be to get a long-term visa. Some people don't bother and they go on a so-called border run or visa run. They just fly out of the country and get back, or drive out of Thailand and get back the same day. If you are doing that often, every 2 months you go out for 1 day and you come back trying to get a stamp on arrival, usually on your second or maybe on your third run, you might get into trouble. You'll be rejected from entering the country. So again, if you want to stay long-term, try to acquire a proper long-term visa. Don't make visa run mistakes. One time, probably okay. More than that might get tricky. I said it several times on this channel. If you come as a tourist or on a tourist visa, you cannot work in Thailand for a Thai company. In order to be able to provide professional services to a Thai company or work here in Thailand, you will need a specific work visa. It's called non-immigrant visa B visa, I think. That's one. And second, you will need a work permit. These are the two documents you have to acquire in order to be able to work in Thailand. Sometimes the immigration officers can get very strict on that and you can get a big fine or even get deported. To make it sound even more compelling, please note that working without a work permit is a criminal offense. You can even go to jail for up to 5 years and get a fine of up to 100,000 Thai baht, which is around $3,000 and the government will put a big fine on the company as well. This will harm everyone who's taking part in this kind of situation. Next up, covered by the section 112, it's illegal to first, criticize, second, insult, third, defaming the king, the royal family, or the monarchy in general. This is again a criminal offense. The king here is a sacred figure with like portraits everywhere, videos when you go to the cinema before the movies. So even for a media post or a joke, you can get an imprisonment for up to 15 years. And Thai prison doesn't seem like a tropical island paradise, even if it's on a tropical island. A fun fact, or maybe an important fact, even stepping on the banknote can be very, very offensive because the king is here, so don't step on the king, all right? The next important thing for locals is the religion part. The majority of Thais, they are Buddhist, and Buddhist temples are everywhere. Some parts of the country are Muslim, but the majority of the country is still Buddhism. And it's important not to be offensive with monks. It's important to dress properly if you are going to a temple. It's important to behave yourself in a good manner, if it makes sense, when you're in the temple. Not sure you will get imprisonment for that, but that's really is considered super offensive. That's better to avoid. Next part is your favorite one, probably, I don't know. But the next part is drugs. The majority of drugs are banned in Thailand. This is a big criminal offense. Not only selling, but also consuming might get you into trouble. So again, guys, try to avoid that. So I want to stress one thing. Don't use drugs in Thailand. You can get a lifetime in prison or a death penalty. So this is not a joke. Better to avoid drugs at any cost. On the flip side of drugs, we have in Thailand one drug, which is cannabis, which is kind of in a gray area. It used to be perfectly legalized in 2022, but right now the legislation is tightening. So it's illegal to do in the public places, in the beach or in a restaurant. So you have to go to a dedicated weed shop, and better to smoke there. And for the cannabis, you can still consume in certain places, but don't try to cultivate cannabis and don't try to sell cannabis without a license from the government to do so. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, put a like to this video, maybe a comment. This helps us a lot. Here is the video about the visas. So if you want to come long term, make sure to check this one, and I'll see you in the next video.